was just talking about how in all the other sports and all the other businesses, they do things to transcend the business or the sport. Think about basketball, football, baseball. There's one leader, one guy there is running the ship, and he is forging ahead. He's got these ideas and these ideals that implement into place. They don't happen by accident. Somebody leads the charge. Everybody else comes along with that one person, but somebody's got to be the point
Pace
guard,
setter?
the
Yeah.
point guard, yeah,
Point
pace
guard.
setter, right? And in boxing, especially here in Oklahoma boxing, it's going to take a coalition of everyone to pull ahead to make boxing great again. It's very possible. It's right there. Look at all the other sports too. Boxing has kind of been left in the dust, in the wind. Why? Because of many reasons. But there is one reason it's not forging ahead as quickly as we all want it to, and that is because we're not together on it. Everybody's not together. They're all little tribes, and we're not pulling together. So hopefully, with all the things that's happening, with things that Rodney's doing, things that you are doing, hopefully everybody
That's what I told him.
Gets on board and says, let's make boxing
great again.
Yeah. Because it has been. Gosh, do you remember? I grew up in the era that boxing was so popular. It was on free television.
Yeah.
And boxing, we all knew who the heavyweight champion of the world was. We all knew who the top 10 contenders were. I was very fortunate because I was a lightweight.
Yeah.
And we all
Toughest
knew.
division.
We all knew who the lightweights were. Now that I'm an old man, I'm a middleweight because all my weights are on the middle right here. But during these years, everybody knew who those top lightweights were, and that was very important. Very important. There were a lot of boxing fans, and there were new fans. There were old fans. Everybody coming to the rescue of boxing, or to the excitement of the sport of boxing. So that's where we are. That's where I hope we get to.
Definitely.
Not having a governing body like this commissioners in different states. But we didn't have one
national
big overseer that oversees it too.
That'd be wonderful if they did that. Yeah, I think that'd be great if they had a czar, a boxing czar.
It is hard trying to get a kid like Angel. These kids are good.
Sure.
Talented.
Right.
But the struggle of trying to get them out of this.
They want sponsorship,
Going up there to the.
And trying to get them,
don't get discouraged.
and trying to get people interested
In them.
In them, exactly, in human beings. I mean, they're kids that are trying to make a life out of themselves, and it's boxing's a wonderful way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that and be successful? With money. How do you do that? You give a kid, a couple $1 million. What does he do with it?
Right.
Is he still want to box again? No.
Pardon me?
I said, will he still want to box again?
Sure. Well, they want exactly. Hey, you know what? We're seeing that kind of in college football.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh, you?
Yeah. The kids.
Yeah.
You give a guy $1 million. He starts thinking, well, now wait a minute. I got to go work out. Yeah, get up early in the morning. I got to go run.
And he's a mentor.
Yeah. A lot of it's that way. I'm happy that these kids are making money. That's a great thing. It should happen that way.
Check one.
Where's the fire in their belly? Where's the
That
motivation?
far away. Mm-hmm.
I got a question. Do you think that could happen in boxing too? Like a NIL? Boxing NIL?
I've seen it happen in boxing. I've seen it happen in boxing. The guy gets a championship. You've seen this too. The guy gets a championship. First thing he does is he goes and he air conditions his boxing gym. Where he boxes, where he learned how to box. Am I right? Think about this.
Yes.
It's not.
AC or no AC?
As ridiculous as that sounds, that's what happens.
So he got
Or
out that little
gym. He carpets the gym.
Nice, beautiful gym.
Carpeted gym. Is that nuts? And what happens to his
But
career?
I like AC in my gym, coach.
What happens to his career? Goes in the toilet, and all of a sudden, and how do you put the pieces together? What happened? What happened there is it got easy. It got easy for him. You hire these trainers to get you up in the morning to go run. The phone rings. You're like, I'm making you money, trainer. I'll be there when I get there. Don't call me anymore. It's terrible, but that's
But
what.
how do you keep that mentality? Even though you have money and you still want to go,
You
go,
got to
go.
change. You got to change. You got to change the mentality of boxers. You got to change it. They have to, and maybe psychologists. Maybe there's a physician way to change it, but you've got to change the philosophy of the sport of boxing. And the philosophy has to be changed from the bottom up. Not you got to change it at the top. If somebody's making a lot of money at the top, you're not going to change them. You're going to change.
From the cake.
The only way you're going to change it is through the system. Education changes everything.
Okay.
Education makes boxing great again, makes everything great again. Education. So I would love to see these kids to be able to have some kind of college scholarship.
There's no scholarship anymore for boxers.
There's no,
and they give it to wrestlers and after OSU.
There's no way. And that you got to change it from the bottom up. It ain't going to change at the top. You got to change it from the bottom up. And the only way that I see it can change, education is the key to life. Education is the way. So, but what do I know?
I got one more question for you.
Old and fat.
No, you a champ, but you still sharp mentally.
Well, thank you.
How do you? Was there a regimen, like a food that you eat? Because half of these boxers that they didn't even get to your level. When they talk, they talk slurry.
Sure.
But
Thank
you
you
still
very much.
mentally, him too. He's
Thank you,
61
thank you very
and he
much.
still hyped people up at the gym.
Thank you very much. One, I was talking about education. I think that plays a huge role in my life. It played a huge role in my life, not just during boxing, but after boxing, before, during, and after. All through my boxing career, I went to school or worked, or worked. So I'm always, even today, I'm working on it. And you got to focus, man. Your brain is a muscle. You just got to keep it active, keep it focused. So, my mother's calling.
You dress sharp too. Before you leave.
From the commission, very important. Fighters, you have to be at the event at 2:45. Physicals will be at 3 p.m. sharp. And as the commission said, if you are not there by 3 p.m., you can be suspended. So it is very important to be there. The first fight will start at 5 p.m. And of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the event, the Fire Lake Grand Arena, or Fire Lake Grand Casino, as you can see, and resort. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things here a little bit differently because we have some opponents that are not here. So what we're doing is we're doing the face-offs and for photography and different things like that. Fighters, when your name is called, please come step on the scale, give a pose. You're going to have media photos being taken of you. Step off to one of the sides of the scale, middle line, just kind of have your toe upon it. You'll do a face-off, and we'll go from there. So up first.